welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So, Lost Mojo Day. I wasn't sure what to do today because I haven't done a video since Saturday because Andy has been away. So I've been on my own. I didn't like to sort of announce that I was on my own to the whole world that watch me. So I've sort of been having a little sort out of our house, a nice spring clean while he's been away. So I've sort of like neglected my crafting for a few days. But today for Lost Mojo, I was like thinking, what can I do? So I've got this journal. Now, I've been working in this. I put Friday Freebies in it. I do little pages for reels and stuff in it. But it's getting quite chunky. And I don't really want to put anything else in it. But I do have blank pages in here. So I've got one here. Like that. That's not too bad because I've got a little thingy on there that I could do. You can just write on that, but a few of these are blank, and I'm just wondering what I can do with that without making it big and thick and, you know, chunky, adding anything else to it. So what I thought I would do is just find some pages. Oh, that one's actually quite full. I've got some. So this is the back one. This hasn't got as much in it, but we've got all these beautiful Friday Freebies, dingly dangly bits. Here we go. So there's a page here, and I'm just wondering whether I can just sort of, you know, do something with these pages. Just sort of make a little something. This I'm going to leave because that can be, you can do some journaling on here. So we've got another one here and another one here. This one is a little bit ripped. So if you've got like a big chunky journal, and you sort of like gone through so many pages and you've got some pages left over, this might be good for you. So what was I going to do? Let's do this one. I'm going to just fold this one. Let's fold this one down. Let's make something out of this one. I might just stick that down. I've got my scrap paper here. I've got my Lost Mojo box here, so I've got some bits and pieces that I can use. I actually bought some new glue today because I had to go out and I didn't bring it up here with me. But I do have my big fat chunky zig glue pen, so I thought I might just use this for a minute. I'm going to stick this down. So this is just going through your journals, and I'm trying to finish this off. And again, I don't want to make it any thicker than it is. So let's just stick that down like that. Make sure that sticks in there like that. And I've also gathered up these little things that I had, which is like a little snippet that I just sewed onto a piece of paper. I think that's probably just packaging. And these are the ones that I ironed on to the iron-on-y stuff. If that makes sense. Just what I mean, and just sort of like embellish a page just to finish it off. And these are quite thin, so it's not going to make it chunky. So let's have a look. I'm just going to take random pieces out and just add them, and then maybe just so you can still write on that, but this is just sort of gives it a little bit of interest. Let's have some scissors. So what do you think? Do you have journals that are sort of chunky monkeys? I'm going to just add a bit of glue to this one. Like that. And, you know, it's always nice to have a way of not making it even thicker than it is. So I'm going to just stick that on. Like that. And this one, you can sort of add a sort of paper clip or something to it as well. Let's just, oops, trim that a little bit off. Like that. There we go. So we've got like a little flippy flappy. We could actually, do I have any, I wonder if I've got a little bit of coffee stained paper. Just pop a tiny little sort of notebooky thing on there, couldn't I? I'm saying I don't want to make it any thicker. Let me just put that up there like that. Just a little bit. It's just So yes, Andy went off. He went to the UK. He went to see his dad, and his dad lives in Cornwall, in the UK, and I'm originally from Cornwall. That's where I used to live. That's when I was born and bred. And I was really sad that I couldn't go, because I haven't been back there for many, many years. And he went and saw where I used to live when I was brought up as a young girl, so I was quite sad that I wasn't with him, but you know the way things go. So I'm going to fold this, I think like that. So, but he's back now, and he had a lovely time with his dad, so that's really, really nice. I'm really pleased. I couldn't go because of Jessie. We couldn't find anyone to look after her, and I didn't want to put her back into the kennels because last time she wasn't very good in the kennel at all. There we go. Then got a little sort of booklet, and that's going to stay really flat. So I'm going to just staple that on there, I think. So I was at home, and like I said, I did a little bit of spring cleaning. Oops. Oh gosh, that didn't work very well. Which was very exciting. So it was just Jessie, George and me here, which was, it actually was quite nice. Oh, I'm making a palaver of this. Maybe I'll have to stick it. Maybe I'll just stick one in the middle. There we go. There we go. That's better, isn't it? There we go. And then we've got like a little flappy page. Then you can just do a little bit of journaling on there. That's quite nice, isn't it? Shall we pop a little bit of this over the top to hide their staples? There we go, let's trim that there. So what else did I do? Not a lot really. By the time I did the garden, tidied up, you know what spring clean, it means pulling. I pulled everything out. So while Andy wasn't here, it's you know, it was quite nice to get all the covers on the sofa washed and things like that. It's all the things that I sort of like put off, which I sort of had time to do and tiddle around. It was quite nice. It was quite nice to do that actually. So I didn't really do any videos. Oopsie daisy. So I thought I'd just get back into it and do a little bit of a sort of lost mojo and get myself back into it. And I thought a good way is by doing this little journal, or my big journal actually, it's not little, is it? And just trying to finish up some of the pages. Look at that, that's fab. I like that. That's really nice addition. And I'm going to leave that like that because that's, like I said, that's just like a little journaling page. So that's the back of that one. So what can we put on here? We could just do with like a little sort of pocket thing, couldn't we? On here. I'd like to just ink up the pages a little bit. Just a little bit of ink because it's a little bit plain on there. I think I might, maybe I'll put something down the side. Just ink that. Just a tiny bit. There we go. And I could have this, couldn't I? Just down the side. We just like sort of like something on all of the pages, if you know what I mean. I'm going to have to go this way again. Don't want to stick you down, and then that can just stick down the side of that page. I'm going to cut this little bit off. I can use that as something else. And then we can just stick this to here. I've got a new bottle of 3-in-1. Which is good. I haven't used it yet, so oh, so much nicer than having that thick gloopy stuff that I had. There we go. So guys, have you had a lovely week? Did you have a good weekend? Exciting? Anything exciting? Nothing exciting? Has anybody been to a wedding? Has anybody been to a wedding lately? Oh, I can't remember the last time I went to a wedding. Not sure whether anybody's getting married that I know, or they just don't want me to go to their wedding. I don't know. But anyway, it would be quite nice to get dressed up and go up to a wedding or something like that, wouldn't it? Right, that's quite nice, isn't it? So that's really quite kind of nice with that on there. These sort of like blend in together, so they match really well. That you can write on this way, which I think would be rather nice. We'll turn that over, so we've got 2 writing pages, so that's lovely. So this one and this one. So what should we do with that? So how many more have we got? That's good. We've got a little Friday freebie on that one. Oh, this one comes out like that. I do like that. We've got that one, back of that one, and we've got these 2. Right, we don't have a huge amount left in here. So what can we do with this? We've got a little rip in this one. Should we just make a big pocket? Let's turn that down. Got anything on the back? We don't have anything on the back. Let's turn that down like that. So we've got a nice big pocket in there. What can I just ink this? Ink that down. A little bit of inking. I must make a couple more journals. I've got the paper bag ones that, like this one, they're nearly done now, and then I can start using that as well, so that will be nice. I've got this one which I'm working in as well. I just like journals to sort of like do odd things in, like the Friday freebies and stuff. I like to put them in, you know, just random journals, and this one's got lots and lots of room in here, but I want to try and do it, you know, on 1 page at a time. But do you know what I mean? I make so much, I put so much into my journals like that. They get kind of chunky. I need to learn to sort of make a bigger spine, I think. Right, what shall we put on this little one? Let's glue this piece down. Let's go in with our little bit of glue on here. See, I don't want them to be thick. It's just coming out. Yeah. So we want some nice flat pages. I'll have to put something over this little rip bit because that's going to be a pocket. So we should maybe fix that from the inside. Let's put that down. Like that. And I need to put something over the top. Don't I, really? Let's take my big scissors. I need to just snip a piece of this. Like that. Just put that over the top. Oh, I like this. I've forgotten about my little ziggy-zaggy pen. It's because I've got so much stuff around and about that you forget, don't you? So I'm glad I left my glue sticks downstairs. Oh, I have to do another big card. I don't know whether you saw my great big card. I showed you the big envelope that I made. I've got to do another one like that. She wants it a little bit bigger. And that was sort of like an A4 size one, so it would have been this big, so it was really, really big, but she wants another one. I've got to do another one for a special birthday, and it's got to have, I put photographs on the front because they like photographs. This lady likes to have lots of photographs of the recipient of the card, which is a lovely, lovely idea. It's really, really nice, and it makes it quite easy for me, because I do sort of like obviously make the card, and I blend everything in, you know, to match the photographs and everything. So, but they, oh, I just love them. I think they look really, really lovely. Okay, I'm not going to use all of that. I'm just going to stick that in there like that, I think. And that can be the background of the page. So I don't want it to be, too fat. So guys, I need to make another envelope. So I might do that in a reel because it's a big envelope. And I'm not sure, I might do it slightly different. I normally do sort of like the traditional style of envelope, but I'm not sure whether this one, I might do it so it's got like a more of a flap at the top. Like one of those little money envelopes. I might do it like that. I'll have to have a practice, I think. Because I've got to make it out of card, and I buy big A1 sheets, the great big ones, and you know, they work really well, but you know, they're quite expensive to buy a sheet, and I don't want it to all go wrong, so I have to sort of test it out first. Oops, where's the edge of the paper? There we go. There we go, let's stick that on. Stick that down. Like that. Now that I would like to stick on there, so that's nice, isn't it? So we could do with something, this was a Friday freebie, we could do with something that sort of goes with that, couldn't we? These go in there. That's lovely. Right, should we stick this bit down? Should we have a little bit of lace in here? This is beside me, my big pot of lace, should I say. Let's have a look. Oh look, got my little ball in there. Little bit of pink. Oh, that might look quite nice under there. Should we just wrinkle this up in here? Yes, that's what we shall do. I'm going to use my glue gun though. Let's just do a little bit at a time in there. Oopsie daisy. Squash that across. And then we've got like a little ruffle coming out the bottom. Let's just go all the way down. Sticky fingers. Uncle that up. Snip that little bit off. Lovely, looks like a little skirt. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue gun on there, and then it will stick down a little bit easier on top of that. There we go. Oops. Look at that, a little bit of ruffle, how pretty. And it's still, because that's not very thick, so that's okay. Let's pop you in there. Now we need something to go on here. I've got a little bit of this. I don't think I've got any in here though. Oh look, I've got a little bow. Got a little bow on here. I don't want this to be, I want this to be quite flat. Let's have a peek. Don't think I've got any of that. What have I got? A little bit of this. Oh, that would look nice along there, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll use that. But we could do with something on here. Where's my little pot of all sorts of lovely fuzzy cuts on here. Got this beautiful heart. That would work well in there, wouldn't it? And then I got these lovely little journaling cards in here. I just love these little doggy ones. I can pick them up. Look at that. Don't want to hide them in there. These are fabric. I think maybe I shouldn't use too much, should I? You know what I'm like. What have we got? No, I'm going to use, I've got these as well. Wrong colours. Right, I'm going to just go with this. Less is more. See, I've got lots out on my table again today. So I just need to not pick too much out. I like this behind. I kind of like all this bits behind. So I'm just going to, shall I stick it so it's a pocket? Shall we stick it so it's a pocket? Now I've got something else to go in there. Yes, that's what we shall do. Let's get some other glue. Here we go. My tacky glue. And we shall go a little bit on here and just around like that, I think. Pop you down. And then this little piece, little ruffle, can go along there. Oh, how pretty. That's just so pretty. Let's just cut that little end bit off. A little bit of glue gun. Now again, you don't have to use glue gun. You can use tacky glue, you can use PVA glue, but it will take a little bit longer to dry. So, you know, I'm just using glue gun because it, you know, it dries very, very quickly, doesn't it? So I'm not waiting around for glue to dry. Stick that down. I'm also going to have to make some more little ruffly bits. I think I'm going to put this go down there, so I'm not wasting it and cutting a little bit off. Just stick that down. There. Like that. Oh, how pretty is that? Isn't that lovely? And then this can be a little pocket that's stuck in properly to put other little bits and pieces in. We like little pockets. I like little pockets. And these are going to be a little bit too small to go in there. Yeah, I could do with a little bit bigger fairy in there. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. A little head popping through there. That's so pretty. Okay, guys, that's another page. How simple was that? Pop that on there. So we've got journaling cards in these. This one, you can pop all sorts of things to journal in. This page we still need to do, and I think I just need something down the side, don't I? So what's this little bit? There we go. Just want to finish these. That's very dainty. It's very delicate. Do a sort of sticking that little bit on again. There we go. Pop that down the side. There we go. I just felt that this little booklet wasn't quite, it's journal, wasn't quite finished. Do you know what I mean? With sort of like, I didn't want any plain pages in it, even if it's like this on here, which is nice because this has got little tucks in it, like that. So that was sitting there, but I think I just pop a little postcard in there actually, like that. We could have one of these, one of our little layered journal cards. We've got our little Friday freebie there. He's so cute. I love it. This one was opening up like that, which I love. We have one piece here. What should we do with that? I love this one. That's got a little paper clip, hasn't it? To tuck something in. I do like that. Oh, let's pop let's pop, what's that? Just like a little piece of card. Let's pop you up there. See, this can be written on as well. That can be journaled on. So we've got this one page. What can we do with that? Suppose I could even attach it to this one, couldn't I? Should we do that and make like a little pocket thing? Should we do that? A little tuck in each one? Oops. Let's go down there. Like that. I'm going to fold it back in on itself. Like that. I know you can't see this, but it'd be quite nice to have little tuckies inside there, wouldn't it? Which would go this way. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Because it's just sort of like a little spare one. I'd have to attach it to this one, wouldn't I? Like that, I think. Unless, see, I quite like that page. Let's say add another page in. What do you think? I could add something into that, couldn't I? I need a bit more paper. What have I got in here? Is there anything? What's that? Ooh, I don't know where that came from. What can we do with this? Oh, we could use that as a little pocket. Oh, I like that idea. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? If I stick that to that page, this needs to bend over a bit more. I might need to cut that off. I think this needs to be trimmed off here. Okay, and then that would be quite nice on the edge of a page, wouldn't it? It's got a little bumblebee. This way maybe, with the bee. Glue on my fingers. Okay, is that going to be the right size? I think so. If I do glue that up, this can then be a little pocket, can't it? And then that can sit on there. I think that will work. And that would work lovely. I don't know where this piece of paper came from. Obviously printed it off something. Probably something off the Graphics Fairy, actually. So let's just glue that up like that. Make sure that's stuck together. That needs to glue onto there and there, doesn't it? So how far up do I need to do that? Where's my pencil? So I need to glue, let me just mark that off, sort of like roughly about there. There and there. I'm going to use a glue gun because it will stick better, I think, and quicker on here all the way down. All the way down there. Oops. In. Should really have stuck those down, but I didn't want my glue gun to dry then. My glue gun glue. Okay. This can come back out. Just. And then, that was a bit silly, guys. Don't do that. That didn't work. I should have stuck these down first. So I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to do it with my 3-in-1 so it will stick nicely. That's just to stick that in that way. But I'm sure you get the idea of what I've tried to do. There we go. So it's almost like the top of an envelope, isn't it? And then I'm going to just glue down that bit and stick that on like that. Fabulous. I'm going to pop this in here because I should have inked it. Just want a little bit of ink on here. Like that. Okay. Put in there. That's kind of nice. Although I don't want to do anything, make this bigger, I've just added another page to it, haven't I? But that's okay. So then we have a lovely pocket in here, which is great. And then we've got two little tucks. I'm going to just snip the little point off. Here we go. Snip that little point off. Love it, love it. Right, so that means then we've got like a little tuck spot in here. So they go down, they go sort of like, you know, straight in there like that. Love them. Now we just have to put something on here, don't we? What shall we put on here? Suppose we could pop a belly band. We could have something going across, like a little belly band across there. And put something else in there. We've got that. I've got my other little bit of rose, because then we've got the roses on here. Maybe I just take another piece of this off. Should we do that? Oh yeah, I don't want to make it too thick. Keep saying that, and I will, won't I? Let me just cut this down. Cut this down a little bit so we are straight. Like that. Well guys, it's nice to talk to you because I feel like I've been talking just to Jessie and George for a week. Poor Andy was, we would, yeah, as soon as he comes back, because we do talk a lot. We do chat an awful lot and we do laugh a lot. As you've probably found out in our Friday freebie videos, we talk and chat an awful lot to each other. So you can imagine what it was like when he came home. We never stopped talking because we had lots to say, and then we were probably on the phone to each other, you know, 2 or 3 times a day anyway. And then I had my daughter and my son, so, you know, you tend to sort of talk a little bit more. So yes, I did spend quite a bit of the time on the phone and in the garden. So yes, right, let's do that, shall we? Put that on like that. What do you think? Right to the end. Let's have a little bit of glue. Quite a nice little belly band actually. To pop something in. Like that. A little bit of glue. Let's pop you right to there. There we go. See, this is what you need to do, and it's when you're sort of like the Lost Mojo ones, isn't it? Just find something. Just get your old journals out, and if you've got sort of like spare pages on there, just sort of like add a little bit here and there. So we've now have a lovely tight belly band there actually, and then we've got 2 beautiful little pockets in there. I'm not going to leave these dogs in there, but I just want you to see what it looks like. Oh, they're so cute though, aren't they? That one is a little bit smaller actually, this pocket. I think I glued it down a bit wrong. Oh, there we go, that's better. So can you say that's fab, isn't it? I love that. I think that looks really, really nice. and it doesn't make, I won't put that in there, doesn't make it very thick at all. Oh, and then of course we've got the pocket on this side. Fabulous, guys, fabulous. Love that. Right, do we have any more? Oh, we've got this one, haven't we? And then that's it. I love these ones. I think these are really, really lovely. So I've got this one again, which can be journaled on. And we've got this one, which is, I suppose we could do the same and do a little triangle pocket again, couldn't we? And do it sort of like the opposite of that one, this one, somewhere. Would it be the opposite? This one. Yeah, it is. It is the other page. So I suppose I could do this one, couldn't I? Because I do like that. You can fit a huge amount in this big pocket. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's just turn this down. Let's get my glue off my fingers. I don't think I've got... Let's have a little peek. What paper have I got in here? These are all just sort of random pieces. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, is that bent over? Oh, that's quite nice because that's white underneath. I'll tear that in half, I think. We've got a little pretty cat there. This is the cat's whiskers. On there. Music paper. What else have we got? A little bit of writing paper. Oh, I might take that out. And these are the black and white ones. Oh, we've got little... Okay, let's put those back in there. I'm going to take this piece to go into the pocket that we're going to do, because it's like a writing sheet, isn't it? So let's take this. Cut this down. Oh, I will be happy when this journal's done. I can then go up onto my lovely shelf of journals. I'll have to show you one day, won't I? All my lovely journals on my shelf. Let's get rid of those bits. Now, this might have to be folded up. I've got a funny feeling by the time I've glued that up, that's not going to go in. So let's just make it into sort of like a little tuck to go in there. Fabulous. Right, this one then. What's on the back of this? Nothing. Nothing is nothing. I like that one better, I think. Got the right size? Oh, let me get my ruler. Oh, I think it just needs to tear down just a tiny bit. Tiny bit thinner, I think. Where are we? There we go. That can go in there like that, and then I can cut that here. Perfect. Oh, look at that lovely bit of cutting. Dreadful cutting. Oh, I could have done that, couldn't I? If I did that a bit better. I didn't think of that, guys. So when you're doing that, you could just cut it so it's equal. And then I could have put that over the top, couldn't I? Like that. If I cut it straight, but I didn't cut it straight, so. I'll still use that last bit. I think I'll make a pocket out of it for on the top piece. Okay, where's my glue pen? This can go on here. I do like the the little sticky pens, not the little sticky pens, you know, the glue things in those little reels that you just pull along. I love those, but you never get very much in them, do you? They tend to run out really, really quickly. I use them all to make my cards. So I love to do them because I know there's one, I can't remember, Tom or something it is. I can't remember what it's called now. That's the make that I like, and it sticks really, really well. And it's a really good quality. So that's the one that I like to do when I make my handmade cards for people. But to use them every day for my journals and stuff would cost a fortune because there's never enough in them. Don't know whether you found that out or not, or whether you do use them. But I always find that there's never enough. They run out too quick. A little bit of ink on there. There we go. Lovely. Now, if I cut this straight, I can put that on the bottom, can't I? Should we just get my... Oh, my desk needs a good clean. Let's see if we can get that a little bit. There we go. That's lovely. Where's my ink gone? There it is. Fabulous. Right, we do have a Friday freebie coming this week. Last week we didn't, so I do apologise, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes, and we just did not have the time to do it before Andy had to go. We was a little bit rushed, and my computer skills are not the best, so you know, I do rely on Andy to do all the uploading of everything. Not my videos, I do my videos, but all the digital kits, you know, it takes so long that Andy does all that sort of uploading them all, which is great. So, but we just didn't have time to get the Friday freebie sorted, but we will get onto that now. That's tomorrow's job. And the Friday freebies are now going to be going out they used to go out in the morning, Friday mornings. I'm going to start doing them Friday evenings because it gives me that little bit more time to do, and I'm not sort of like rushing to get them done because, you know, I do tend to leave things to the last minute. So I'm going to start doing it in the evenings, same time as I put a video out anyway. So nothing's really changed like that. Look at that, that's lovely. So we've got two little pockets there, which is just perfect. Still got a plain page there, but again, we can add, look, I've still got a few more of these little bits and pieces to go on, so they can go on. Do we want anything else on here? Where's that little piece I cut off? That's quite nice, isn't it? Do we need that? Do you know, I don't really think we need actually anything on there because I don't want, like I said, I don't want to make it bulky, but I might, oh gosh, mess. I might put this down this page like that. What do you think? That will finish that off lovely, won't it? Here's just a little bit of glue all the way up. Ooh, don't move. Don't move. There we go. This was a video, I think, did I do this in a video or a reel? I can't remember. I think it was a video. Really super simple. I'll see if I can link it down because it's all as it is that Wonder Web which I've ironed the material onto, little scraps like that. And then it was so easy to do. And then you've just got yourself a little snippet roll. Look at that, that's lovely. I do like that. Right guys, I think this is probably done. I might add a little pocket in there, but we've got all the pages done now, haven't we? So that's that one. I won't leave, this needs to be sort of like, love that, love that. Might actually put, so I don't want to cover that rose up, I might just put a little something on there. Actually, you know, I like this on there. I know it's going to cover those roses up, but I do like it. I'm going to cover it up. There we go. I do want to use up all these little snippet bits as well, because I've got lots and lots and lots of things that need using. There we go, fabulous. So we've done really, really well. I'm really happy with that. So this is, that was the other page, that was lovely. And that added onto there. We did that little funny little flippy thingy there. That was added on. So yes, beautiful. So that was the second signature. This has got 2 signatures in, and I'm going backwards, but again this is writing on there, which is lovely. Our little Friday freebies, fabulous. We are all done. That's a middle page. Well, I'm going to have to leave that because I don't have time to do that now. We've got that one page, but I think we've done pretty well, haven't we, today? So I'm really, really happy with all these little bits. I might go back through this again and just add, because I think some of the pages are a little bit bare. So I might sort of like add a little bit of something to here. Just, I mean, here and there, might add a little bit of something, because that's just a little envelope on there, like that. So, you know, we could do with a little bit more on this one, I think. But for now, it's pretty much done. So let's just put that on there. Love it. Love, love, love. Okay guys, well thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, if you've got journals, which is, you know, you've got, you know, spare little pages that you just need to add a little something into, you know, just make little pockets and just go in there like I've done, and just add little pockets into there, little tuck spots, just stick another piece of digital paper on there. Oh, I love them. What's this one? What did we do with this one? Oh, that was a Velcro, wasn't it? Oh, that was a little pockets. Oh, there we go. See, I even forget what I've done. Love them. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that's given you a little bit of Lost Mojo-y sort of back. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just see if I can stick this on something. Do you think that's giving you a little bit of your mojo back? Oh, look at that. That's nice. Oh, shall I stick that on there? There we go, guys. Another one more piece. I always think I'm going to finish and then I start nattering and find something else that I can do. So let's just put this onto here. Like that. Ink that down. Then we can just stick that on the side of this page. Fabulous. Then I'm not left with another little bit of scrap paper. If we can use it up, fabulous. Let's just glue this down like that. This is very sticky. Very sticky. So let's put that onto that page. Reinforces the edge of that page as well. And I feel like I've sort of, you know, and then you've still got something to journal on this one, and you've got that edge. Love it. Okay, now I am finished, guys. I am finished. So there we go. Have a lovely rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.